Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking Shamia Morton. Anything I say is alleged in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me, free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea, free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast, free to follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast, free to follow me on the Instagram is at Anonymous Reality Tea, free to share everywhere, free to like the video so that it gets out into the algorithm, free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, free to hit the like button, not the like, what did I say? Hit the like button on the way or in or out. All right, you guys. So Shamia Morton has been doing press this week, and I'm excited. So she was on today, Angela Yee's Way Up, I Feel Blessed, right? She was on Angela Yee's radio show this morning, and a lot of it was about Porsha. But some interesting things that was said was Shamia said that the blow up in the toilet incident, you guys, at her now husband's house back on that first date, she said it was a lot worse. Child, I was so glad that I'd already ate. Talking about she left streaks in the toilet, you guys. Like she just let it all hang out. I was like, Shamia, no! We get the picture from the picture that you presented to us in the episode. Let's stop talking about it. Let us stop. No. I don't want to know anymore. But there's more that she said about that, y'all. Also, Shamia was asked who she would like to see on Real Housewives Atlanta, and she said, well, as for Vet, she would like to see Candy back, she would like to see Nene back, but she said in her circle, she would like to see 2 Chainz and his wife, because she said that she's a boss. Also, had said as well, T.I. and Tiny, y'all. Also, said as well, Tyrese, you guys. Tyrese. Child. It's gonna be a whole... Y'all thought Peter Thomas was gunning for the peach? Was practically thinking that the peach was owed to him? No. Tyrese is gonna be on a whole another level of dramatics, y'all. A whole another level of dramatics and everything else. I can't even imagine it. Now, as for the T.I. and Tiny piece of it all, I thought originally T.I. and Tiny were offered peaches before Candy. I thought allegedly that was the tea. And they decided, of course, to do their own show on VH1. However, until those allegations happened, everything kind of blew up in smoke. So I don't know, you know, and if and when they'll ever go back to doing their T.I. and Tiny family hustle show, or what is all in the cards, or maybe they're just gonna sit pretty and let T.I. do his little comedy thing, and Tiny will continue to tour with Escape, because you got that big old OMG settlement, right? So then Shamia talks a lot about the show, and talks about, you know, she talks about the Kenya and Brit situation, right? And so essentially what she says is that when the situation actually happened with Kenya and Brit, she actually cussed out Kenya and told Kenya it was too far, and then Kenya lit into Shamia and cussed her back out. So then Shamia said she left it alone after that. But Shamia did make the comment that there are some things that Brit either says or does later on in the season that she kind of, not justifying what Kenya did, but she sees the reason why Kenya did what she did, if that makes sense. Here's the thing, you guys. There are just things that are too far. I don't care how far you're trying to go to, you know, get somebody out of character or whatever. There's just lines that you just don't need to cross as far as anything goes, reality TV or not. If you don't like somebody, you don't like them. But there's other ways, you know, to facilitate a conversation. There's other ways to get a reaction and all this and that. There's just some things that are low blows. Our APE gate was a low blow. So this picture is a low blow. But it sounds like Brit feels like empowered because Kenya was removed or suspended or whoever you believe. And so it sounds like she does some bleep nonsense as well that's going to piss off a lot of the cast. No. It seems like Shamia likes Kelly. So Shamia has a YouTube, you guys, that I think has 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers. And she uploaded today an episode of her and Kelly cooking and making some peach waffles, y'all. But in this interview, it was about 40 minutes long. She talked about, you know, how people would come for her regarding her friendship with Porsha. And she wanted to talk about how she said that there's somebody particular in episode 2 that she's just not seeing it for. But Angela Yee asked, does the person's name rhyme with Angela, like meaning Angela Oakley? And Shamia said no. So I'm guessing it's not her. I'm guessing she's not the issue. Also, you guys, Shamia talked about, you know, this thing with how Angela twisted around, how Shamia was grilling Drew, trying to make it seem like more malicious, more inappropriate of the Drew and Dennis questions than what actually was asked. Then also, Angela Yee was asking, you know, how would you feel like this? Would you ever work with your friend's ex? Child, Shamia pulls out her phone and shows Angela Yee a text that I guess Dennis sent to Shamia and her husband, y'all, talking about I'm producing or directing a movie or whatever. I think you'd be great for it, Shamia. This and that. Let me know what your thoughts are if you'd be interested to do a table read. And Shamia left him on red. Shamia left him on red because she did not want no smoke. And seeing what the Drew and Porsha drama is that is playing out, she says she wants no parts. She said that if it's for her to have another acting role, she wants to get back into acting, but she is not trying to do anything with Dennis. And this is the thing too, as far as, you know, because Shamia wanted to also promote her music and promote the fact that she's got a single dropping tomorrow. And she said that her song was produced by RL, you know, the lead singer of Next, you know, Baby When We're Grinding. And remember him and his wife, remember Lena, they were supposed to be allegedly a peach, right? On Real Housewives of Atlanta. So Shamia's song is actually by somebody in the actual music industry. Shamia, like myself, like I said in a previous video, is confused as to why Drew is doing music with Dennis when we got So Def right here in Atlanta. That's what I said. I said y'all got Jermaine Dupri, y'all got Jazzy Faye, and Shamia added on Brian Michael Cox. And others, you got all the hottest producers right there in the ATL, and you talking about some Dennis. No. What? Are you kidding me right now? No. All of those hot producers, listen, maybe they costed too much money or whatever, but the thing is, you know, you're going to get that exposure on the show, and it's not like we haven't seen Jermaine Dupri on reality TV at all, and he was just on the Escape reality TV show. So nonetheless, it's not like he wouldn't have, you know, like I just don't get it. I don't get it, and that's why it is sus. The whole storyline of it all is suspect. And I feel like Drew, because of the drama with her husband, wanted to have somebody to film with, have a man to film with, and she decided upon Dennis. But nonetheless, also Shamia said as well that, you know, she didn't understand why she keeps getting called a lapdog, a +1, all these names. But basically, in the upcoming episode with Angela Oakley, Angela's doing the same type of thing for Drew. That Shamia is defending Porsha and Angela is defending Drew. So make it make sense. Then Shamia speaks on, because literally not even a minute into the interview, they're already talking about Porsha. And a lot of the interview was about Porsha, y'all. It was about, you know, how do you feel about the friendships, like the things that have happened in the past, her not going to the wedding, her... you know, the scene with her, Phaedra, and Sheree when Phaedra was making the allegations that Shamia was, you know, hooking up with Candy and Todd and all this and that she likes to allegedly hook up with people's husbands. And Shamia said that, you know, a lot of people are bringing up a lot of the old stuff that had happened on the show, especially as it pertains to Porsha, to say that the friendship is one-sided and all this and that. What my takeaway is it sounds like, reading between the lines, Shamia thinks no matter how bad allegedly Porsha does her dirty, it seems like there is some reason she's still going to ride for Porsha or still be a friend of Porsha when it's all said and done. That's the vibe I got. I don't know about y'all. That's me reading between the lines, that she knows that Porsha's done some snake stuff, but she's going to stand beside her for whatever reasons. And basically said that at the time that all of these things happened, she did tell, you know, it was on film. She did call out Porsha. She did tell Porsha how hurt she was and all of these things. However, it just never made it to the episode. And maybe it was because she wasn't a peach holder, or maybe they felt that Shamia's response, maybe they didn't want that. Maybe they wanted to protect Porsha or whatever. Now, Shamia didn't say that part. I did. But Shamia also said as well that she even made comments about, you know, doing this interview with Angela Yee, that she didn't want to get a call from Porsha of Porsha being mad at her, something she said. So my thing is, if you guys are not on good terms, why would you care? Why would you care about what Porsha thinks of you doing this Angela Yee interview? So I think some people want Porsha and Shamia to fall out, but I don't think it's going to happen. Because Shamia also kind of, even though Angela Yee kind of led with this, kind of added on that caveat that sometimes reality shows kind of produce certain situations for things to be messy, for there to be a conversation about the breakdown of the friendship. Maybe Shamia sees what happened to the friendship of Dr. Jackie and Simone on Married to Medicine, and maybe she doesn't want that to be hurt in Porsha. However, there have been some suspect things, right? Now, it's one thing showing up late to an all-cast event. That's like old school, lazy style of reality TV production, where where somebody's traditionally going to be super late, and how convenient that these, you know, best friends since they were kids is, Shamia finally has some shine, finally is a peach holder, and your best friend is showing up late to the event. So nonetheless, I get it, but it seems like even if there is issues during the season with Porsha, it seems like still at the end of the day, they're still trying to preserve this thing. Is what my takeaway is. Even if it's some snake stuff that people are going to be dragging Porsha about, Shamia still seems to be, in her own way, 10 toes down for Porsha. It is what I'm taking away from this, unless we're about to be shocked and Shamia is going to end the friendship on camera. But as of now, there wouldn't need to be a concern about what Porsha thinks of what you're saying in interviews if you guys were no longer friends. So it's like, so Shamia's saying things without saying it for you to kind of deduce. So it sounds like Shamia's paid attention to a lot of the comments on social media and online. And she wishes that she said that she could tell people, hey, we resolved this issue, we resolved that issue. And she said that even some of the new girls would bring up a lot of the older issues and things like that. And she said she wishes they just knew. She talked a little bit about her family, and she said that both her and her husband were receiving CashApp requests because they were seeing how loaded her house was, and they were requesting money. And then she said that her husband is getting crazy DMs and crazy messages about how they could be a better wife than Shamia, child. Well, what is wrong with these fans? What is wrong with these people? See, y'all think other reality shows go too far. No, it's across the board. It is trifling across the board. Why are y'all trying to holler at Shamia's husband? Oh, because he's rich? No. Shamia said she is happy. Shamia said that her husband loves her down. Her husband is 10 toes down for her. Even with the rumors, the Candy and Todd rumors, she said her husband didn't sweat it. She said that they were engaged at the time. She said that her and Candy and Todd and her husband have all been on several couples trips. He understands what the dynamic is and all this and that. And he said that there is nothing that he is worried about or concerned about. He said an insecure man would have made it an issue, but he said he's not. She did confirm also, Shamia, that she would have been a peach holder a long time ago, that they had been asking her. However, it was her husband that refused to be on camera. So nonetheless, and even this season, he still tried to do it without being on camera, but that was part of the, you know, the way for her to secure the peach, was that he had to be involved. It couldn't just be Shamia and her kids. Like, it had to be everybody or nothing. It had to be all or nothing. And so she said they watched the first episode, and she said that her husband actually liked the episode, and he complimented her on like how she looked or certain things that she said. And so now he's really into it now. So now he's into it, but then at the same token, he thinks it's bad for his business. And then he said people are asking him now to go fix their air conditioning, and she's like, he is a businessman. Like y'all doing this the wrong way. And so yeah, so that was kind of the gist of it. Like I said, there was a lot of Porsha questions in this interview. And so it's like, on one end, they're pushing Shamia as the glue, as the anchor, as the go-between, all the friendships. But a lot of the questions that Angela asked, it either centered around Porsha or it ended up coming back to Porsha. So this is going to be interesting, right? Because even though, like I said, Shamia's the nucleus, it's still other people's, you know, storylines and drama that's still technically the centerpiece of it all. So that is that. There is that. That is all that I have for this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Did any of you guys watch the Angela Yee interview with Shamia Morton? If you haven't, it is on Angela Yee's YouTube, Way Up with Angela Yee. You guys can check it out. And again, you know, the one thing I will say that I do like about Shamia is she's absolutely authentic, and talked about her career, talked about how she dated men in the past who did not, you know, who she felt she had to give up who she was to be with them, and give up herself to be with them, and all those things. She said that in regards to her husband, who she's with now, she feels like she can be her, and she can still pursue opportunities, and she feels that this show is a good launching pad, especially for her getting back into music and everything else. So yeah, so nonetheless, there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.